Without question, Hollywood is the focal point of obscure connections, ludicrous gatherings, and strange outrages. In spite of this, the music business is the most terrible on the grounds that outrages never appear to end. Clive Davis, a legend in the music business and a record maker, is as of now entangled in a significant debate. Diddy has at last uncovered some disturbing data about Clive, including the likelihood that he constrained young fellows into laying down with him. And that person was behind Whitney's end. So what privileged insights were uncovered? And what were the impacts right away? We should begin. Diddy sent off Awful Kid Records, which has filled in as the home of notable entertainers like the famous Large and Usher, and is broadly viewed as one of the most achieved record makers and name proprietors in the music business anyway. There is a captivating riddle in regards to how his business saw such fast development. Artist Panther Wright talks about these consequences for the music business and his tremendous fortune. What understanding brought a 23-year-old sprouting star to the highest point of the music business? In a brief time frame, his tight kinship with heavyweight figure Clive Davis might be the arrangement, despite the fact that Clive Davis is most popular for his melodic structures. There are continuous discussions over his affection advantages after two relationships and ensuing separations. Clive chose to go on a self-assessment trip. I didn't think it, since I truly do write in the book, finally in the Whitney section, to check whether he could likewise be attracted to guys subsequent to considering his sexual direction. Clive found that as opposed to his thought process for the past 50 years, he was not completely hetero. Clive chosen to seek after a relationship with a person after this acknowledgement, accepting that this was the perfect opportunity in his life to do so. Then in 1990, he began dating a man specialist, yet well, the sentiment reached a conclusion in 2004. As per Clive, he never felt humiliated to proclaim his premium to folks. Clive then began a serious relationship with one more man, which they are still in today, following quite a while of vulnerability. It's currently been laid out that Clive's sweetheart is Diddy P. Diddy, in some cases called Puff Daddy, and Scene Brushes, as per bits of hearsay. Scene Searches asked Clive Davis for sexual blessings in 1994. So Awful Kid Records could exist as it does today. Diddy's music vocation has been the subject of steady bits of gossip for quite a long time. By the by, obviously, the two were sincerely connected for a very long time. Clive has affirmed that he ventures and goes to occasions with a buddy, yet he's decided not to say who that individual is. By the by, plainly, Clive sees Diddy more frequently than some other performer and referred to occasions the way that Clive and Diddy are both transparently gay and regularly spotted together at social events may not be outright proof that they have a serious association, yet basically going to similar occasions is unquestionably major areas of strength for. And over the course of the last years, Diddy and Clive have fostered areas of strength for some time. Diddy has been blamed for being a closeted gay during this time. Clive has been in a committed relationship with a man. Given these realities, it's actually possible that the two could foster a close connection. Further supporting the veracity of these accounts is the way that Clive has never questioned them, notwithstanding being open about his sexuality and connections. Additionally, Diddy isn't remarked on the circumstance when he was a 23-year-old youthful craftsman attempting to break into the cutthroat music industry. Did he run into Clive anyway? The eminent Clive, searching for an entertainer who could interface with the crowd, was intrigued by his hip-jump thoughts. Clive has remarked about their most memorable gathering and guaranteed that he viewed Diddy as precisely the thing he was searching for. While Diddy's speedy climb to acclaim might have appeared to be the result of his straightforward discussion with Clive, the fact of the matter is altogether different from what Clive has recommended all through the years. It just so happens Clive involved this experience as a front to seek after sexual associations with men, and Diddy was by all accounts not the only one he did this with. Clive has been displayed to have communicated with skilled youthful artists, promising them a fruitful vocation in the music business. prior to turning out to be personally connected with them. After their relationship finished, Clive assisted Diddy with beginning his own record mark, Terrible Kid Records, and keep on supporting it for quite a long time. So it seems as though he figured out how to try not to be failed to remember. Diddy hasn't spoken freely about his sexuality, regardless of Clive being open about it. Incongruous surmisings anyway have been made. Diddy has been seen acting in manners that propose he might be gay. Thus, it's generally acknowledged that he has numerous admirers. Thought Diddy and Clive were basically forced into their relationship for his profession purpose. One individual commented that Arista's transparently gay Clive Davis gave seen Diddy brushes his terrible kid. Engraved yet scene needed to go through to get rich is normal for effective dark guys in governmental issues and diversion. Coswell, not all that sparkles is gold. Then again, others accept that the rapper's quietness in regards to the tenacious media allegations that he's gay is adequate proof that the bits of gossip are valid. Diddy is a developed, rebelliously straight man who won't stand up to a long-running LGBT talk plainly. Diddy has gained reports about his associations with different women as fast as he can. In spite of this, a fan pointed out the way that he has not yet tended to charges about his sexual direction, adding that Diddy has cleared up his side chick guarantees, yet will be yet to scatter the gay doubts despite the fact that they haven't been open about their relationship. Diddy and Clive have been dating for some time anyway. Clues and snippets of data highlight a more mind-boggling nature of their association than non-romantic. So it follows that Davis might have confessed to Diddy certain insider facts when they were chatting on Diddy's cushion. Diddy's consideration in the BET grants results from some astounding truth that yet essentially substantiate Kany's consistent cases, affirming that Clive Davis killed Whitney Houston would be a monstrous disclosure and could change the music business. As far as we might be concerned, the world was stunned and flabbergasted on February 11, 2012, when it was declared that the incomparable Whitney Houston had died unexpectedly. A huge number of individuals overall fell head over heels for a vocalist on account of her ravishing appearance and astounding voice, making her an industry star. Yet many worries remain in regards to the conditions of her passing. At first, there were tales that Whitney had surrendered to her fixation. Yet the truth could be a lot hazier. Enter Clive Davis, a huge figure in the music business, who saw Expected in Me and assisted her with accomplishing worldwide eminence. Whitney confronted troubles en route to popularity, and her conflict with Clive Davis in 2002 just demolished matters. Many have addressed Clive Davis' choice to move the party along after Whitney Houston died. Whitney made surprising claims about a potential interest plot during a meeting with Diane Sawyer. Her personality was scrutinized and her viewpoints dismissed, passing on her open to the individuals who needed to stifle her. Bobby earthy-colored sister Lola Brown has over and again guaranteed that she was genuinely attacked. Her body was there. She didn't simply die there. The conditions of Whitney's passing just affirm the bits of gossip. As per her examination, she was found face down in a bath and had scars, scratches, and missing teeth. Even the possibility that it was an unplanned suffocating in drug glut is unrealistic. It's conceivable that she was in the room with another person, and that a battle or fight brought about her suffocating. The opiates found in the room might have been planted to give the feeling that she went too far and kicked the bucket during a backslide. In addition, Clive Davis, quiet following her passing, additionally raises concerns. Presently, we should discuss how could he squeezes into all of this. You see, relations among Diddy and Clive Davis haven't forever been companion. Just while the two have cooperated on projects like Diddy's creation of Whitney Houston's collection, My Adoration Is Your Adoration, there have likewise been conflicts and conflicts. The Loxa gathering claimed by Diddy was endorsed to Awful Kid Records in 1999 anyway. Terrible Kid Records had a circulation concurrence with Arista Records, whose chief at the time was Clive Davis. Clive Davis evidently dismissed the Loxa's introduction collection and Diddy needed to pay $1 million to buy back the Gatherings agreement to deliver it on one morning. The association between the two titans of the music business is stressed because of these and different occasions. In addition, Kanye West, who's been a boisterous rival of Clive Davis, and has frequently guaranteed that the person killed Whitney Houston is truly old buddies with Diddy and hosts, went to Clive Davis pre-Grammy gatherings. When I came out, I had lost my certainty, so I didn't have the certainty to take on the world and the conceivable kickback, and it took me Diddy's reaction to her demise. Did, as a matter of fact, draw consideration. Whitney Houston died quite a while back, yet her companions, collaborators, actually recall their associations with the late pop diva. Diddy discussed his memories of Houston and how he went to her 1992 wedding to Bobby Brown. In a new meeting on the Ellen DeGeneres show, as per Diddy, Houston welcomed Diddy to her wedding before he became fruitful in the music business. Diddy was blissful to go regardless of not having a lot of knowledge of Houston at the time. Diddy got to realize Houston better after some time and cherished her vivid disposition. He recollected statement, "She was so brimming with light, so loaded with satisfaction. She will definitely be missed." End statement. It's conceivable that she educated him data regarding Clive Davis that she didn't believe that the general population should be aware. Yet where does the genuine reason for doubt toward Clive Davis come from? Houston was remaining at the Beverly Hilton lodging for the Grammy grants when she was